Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Aquarius, we are going to do your Starseed activation energy for this week. I'm going to go into the Starseed Oracle deck to do that, and I'm going to use the Starman Tarot as well. So, Aquarius, let's get started. Aquarius's Starseed Lightworker activation energy at this time. Aquarius' Starseed Lightworker activation energy at this time. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This could be interesting times. So it's almost like I kind of get like breadcrumb trail with that, like baby steps. So, oh, there's another. Oh, there's another. I kind of like that. I like actually just looking at that card in that way. It's as if there's certain signs and synchronicities that you're really tuned into and you're paying attention to. It feels like it's leading you to something kind of big on the other side. There's a feeling here for me, like this person's been, oh yeah, you can see them. You can see them going up these stairs, but like watching the steps, right? Like when here, going here, oh, the staircase goes this way. And it's like paying attention to what this is that's kind of leading you along the way, but not realizing how big it is until you get there. Because it's huge. Wherever you're going, it's big. It's really big energy. But it may feel very, kind of like a mundane little trip though. It doesn't really feel like it's necessarily leading you to something really big and profound, but that it just has that feeling like it is. But geez, look at this, called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. And look at that, literally like they're stepping up. I don't know why, but what do I feel like? I feel like Aries had the same combination of cards. I think they had that, I think. It's been a while now, because we're almost through the zodiac, aren't we? Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. But that's kind of like what that is when you're following all the signs and synchronicities. You're paying attention to little breadcrumb trails. And well, where does that find? Where are you? Where are you? Somewhere pretty big. I feel like you're about to end up there. How you doing now, Miss Lily? Did you hear her do a big... She's happy when I'm not packing stuff and loading up the car and driving back and forth. And she likes it when she knows where mommy is and she can just sleep in peace. All right, Aquarius is taking baby steps. I feel like to something big. Or you've been taking steps towards something that will be much bigger than what it seems like all those steps even amount to. The Five of Wands, man. You know what's kind of crazy? Is I don't feel like this is you. I don't feel like this is you engaging in anything. Like, look at the energy of this card. It seems like really kind of peaceful. You're the only one going up those steps. And then, like, this is chaos. What? There's two cobras down here battling it out. These two ninja guys are like fighting off these three other ninja guys. I feel like this is like your spirit team. It is. Wow, there's a lot going on around you spiritually. crazy, actually. But it's kind of like it's playing out in a scene in my head, like a movie or something, you know, where, oh, yeah, I was not quite getting a solid image. And no, it is like the Lord of the Rings. So, like that, you know, like everybody's doing their part along the way so that Frodo can get the ring to the tower and destroy it. But that's what right? Because and there comes a point where Frodo's pretty much on his own at this point. And he's just, yeah, Frodo. It's so long. Going on, and actually it's almost like that. Like if you cut from the scene, if the scene of you just doing your mundane, whatever it is, like leading to something big, or it's about to make some sort of big energy shift. And it's just quiet and, you know, walking through the field, or I don't remember all the different scenes it took. It's been so long, I should watch it again. But then you would cut to a scene and they're battling all the orgs and the gorgs and all those. Wow, it's crazy. What are you doing? Why? Like your spirit team is really intent here to protect you. To get to wherever you're going. You've got to get there. You've got to get there, Aquarius. This is so important. But it's almost like you've got to do it on your own. Right? Frodo was the only one that could take the ring. But yet, it's not like others weren't there making sure that path was clear for him to do it. Or that the evil eye was distracted. The evil eye was distracted. The eye of Sauron was distracted. It's like the eye of Sauron is being distracted by your guides for you to get somewhere. Interesting. I get the energy of the eye of Sauron when I kind of like tap into energies that I'm asking deeper questions about. I suddenly feel like somebody's like trying to see who I am and where I am. It's weird. But you have some energy protecting you from that happening here. The Hierophant. Four of Swords. Queen of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Under the Hierophant, you have the Four of Cups. Under the Four of Swords, you have the Three of Wands. Under the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Swords. Under the Ten of Pentacles, you have Justice. Jeez, that's good. The ending is good. King of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Underlines have been so big. Oh, wait. Okay, Judgment the Sun. Wowzers. Judgment the Sun. This is like a clear new beginning. You've self-actualized, and that's how you're stepping into your new beginnings in some way. Prince of Cups with the Knight of Cups, the Starman, which is the Magician. The Wheel. There's a lot of major arcana here. King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like energy's been put in a... I think it's weird. It feels like energy around you's been put in a stasis. Energy around you's been put into kind of like a stasis. Or you were in a stasis. I feel like it's energies outside of you. It's unbelievable to me how many times this card has come out this week. I can't think of a sign that it didn't come out for. The Six of Swords. And it is almost like this person going in the wrong direction, but this God deity is blowing them in the right direction. So you're all being blown into the right direction. I can tell you that. Now, okay, your guides are protecting you while you make progress, baby steps. Baby steps to me too kind of sounds like, you know, if you have enough experience doing it, you could have just run up the steps. But you had not much experience doing something here in your life. So you had to do it kind of slowly. You had to maybe even crawl before you could walk, and then walk before you could run with it. There's something here that you're supposed to share with the world. Something that to me looks like it's supposed to help heal the world. I know it sounds very big, but maybe I'm just like reading Aquarius energy. Like, but that's what this looks like. It's supposed to help heal the world. There's something here about truly understanding the truth. Uncovering the truth. I wonder if any of you work in or have thought about working in something that has to do with record keeping. This could be in a very spiritual way, or this could be in a very factual way, like on paper, documentation, government records, things like that. This path that you've been taking too, it's the only path you're allowed to take because it's your destiny, it's your calling, right? You got called, soul gifts and training. And then look at this path. Like if you think about it, like if you're not paying attention and you look the wrong way, you could go off the edge. And I feel like this is also what this energy is doing here. Like there's only one way forward, and it's those steps. You've got to take them. You can't go like, if you start to deviate from that direction, you will get pushed back. It is almost like you kind of like your guides are corralling you to exactly where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to be doing. This Hierophant with the Four of Cups is really interesting because the Hierophant just to me really speaks of tradition, institutions, like a lot of what we've built up in the world. But you know how for the most part, I want to say maybe a lot of people end up feeling and kind of getting the short end of the stick, dissatisfied with their experience in that. And then you get the Four of Swords with the Three of Wands, right? It's like to bring in this healing. What I find curious, though, is that the Six of Swords. So if there's some sort of healing that you're supposed to help manufacture, I don't know why I'm hearing manufacture. But heal, if you need heal, you need to be healed. It's because you suffer a wound. And the wound is not like, the infliction of the wound was now in the past. So you're not addressing the wound, or at least how the wound was created. In some ways, I want to say it's maybe helping people unlock the truth that resides within them. Now, you know, as I say that, it's interesting because to do anything like that, we should really, really honestly unlock the truth that resides within ourselves. And then helping people unlock the truth that resides within themselves. You can't say, well, this is my truth, so this is going to be your path too, right? Like, that's I feel like one of the laziest ways that we can try to help others is because, well, this worked for me, it'll work for you. Everybody is completely different. And yeah. Well, that's interesting. Why is this jaguar here? It's like nowhere else except literally in meeting corners on this card. These cards are sitting beside each other. This jaguar here and there. Is this part of the energy that's helping protect you? If so, that's pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of the panther energy. I'm getting more and more respect for jaguars. Actually, I was watching just a little video on YouTube, and it was showing how, like, the jaguar, I mean, they swim. They go under the water, like, they just swim. They dive down and they swim, and they make this face. It's kind of like this face, actually, if you can see it. But I think when they're underwater like that, I think why they make that face, because they're plugging up their nose. But it looks vicious. Like, this swim, can you imagine swimming? Oh, it's jaguar under the water. But they go under there to get caimans. You know, these big alligator-like creatures. And there's a black panther here. Holy Mother of God. You got some seriously strong energy around you. Protecting you. You have 2 black panthers. To me, which is like a version of a jaguar, right? But all in black. The coat between the spots is also dark. But this jaguar is fearless, flexible, and unnerved. I think it's like your spirit animal or something. It's in here twice. It shows up with the Queen of Wands as a Black Panther. And then it's showing up here with the Six of Swords and Justice. But it's come out of its completely black coat, like its spots are seen. The spots are seen. You have one of those kind of esoteric readings. There was a few of those at the beginning of the week, and then we got a little bit, switched a bit. You went full on into it again here. Yeah, there's a really powerful team around you. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. The spiritual ninjas protecting Aquarius. Oh, damn. The star, your card. I told you the spiritual ninjas are protecting you. You're going to bring some energy into the world here. What are you guys doing? This is really interesting. What is going on astrologically with Aquarius right now? Because this is a really big ass reading. Like, you know what I say? It's like you're taking these little steps. You really don't know where it's leading. You have no idea. I'm like, but it's like a massive mothership. So big. When you get there, like, you can't even see the whole thing, like, just looking like this. You to look over the cliff, like, it's huge. It's just huge. And all this protection around you is crazy. Panthers, jaguars, ninjas. Really? Okay, I get it. I'm hearing, like, speaking for the dead. The at the electricity she's harnessing here. And then look at these hands coming out of the water. It's like it's bringing something to life that was once dead. Bringing something to life that was once dead. Lost souls? I don't know. If some of you have like downloads, you share information. The Hierophant and the Four of Cups. The Seven of Wands. There's another Kung Fu warrior. Ninja. Cha. Two of Cups, King of Cups, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Oh, how to bring love together again. That's interesting. I'm going to put that back. How to bring love together. How to bring love. How to bring love into situations. I've never seen a reading like this. I mean, you know, this is going... Look at this energy. Just look at that. After we talked about the ninjas. And that's what is clarifying this Hierophant with the Four of Cups. Which to me... I'm going to need a serious series of massages after I move. This Hierophant with the Four of Cups is like the tradition, the obligations, the institutes of whatever that... have crushed people's dreams. It kind of looks crushed. Yeah, it won't crush you. This type of energy is not allowed to crush you. Okay? Because there's something here that you got to do in your own way. I mean, you know, don't feel like you're not making a difference, because these are baby steps. Don't feel like you're not making a difference if you don't have a big platform, or you're not running for politics, or like you're, I don't know, like if there's something here, like it feels very energy based. So I want to say it's as you heal yourself, are you kind of lighting yourself up as a conduit here? Serving as the antenna for something to be, is it the truth? The Four of Swords and Three of Wands is bringing in healing. Could be bringing in ancient, bringing life to things gone. Ancient. There's some type of ancient traditions here that have been lost. But why? Okay, we gotta get this Six of Swords. Because it's like you're not allowed to go back. But okay, so what came in for me with that was... There's a lot of like old knowledge, right? That you can kind of get little bits and pieces of along the way. That humanity has been able to create... that like, okay. So here's an interesting one. One of the theories behind like all the pyramids around the planet, because they're everywhere, they're on like every continent, is that they were almost like giant instruments, because there's really narrow passageways that exist in, I think what it's most prominently seen in like the, or obviously seen, right? Like in the pyramids in Egypt. They're too small for anything to go through. People would not fit through that. And at one point they thought, well, maybe they used it, like they siphoned water, like the force of water through that tight was almost like it created energy through like the pressure created pushing a large amount of water through, but there's no water erosion in it. Like, it's like the only thing that makes sense, and I think they've kind of tested it a bit, is if wind or air is pushed through these tiny, almost tunnel-like things and these pyramids. And I don't know if there's different valves, or they believe that there were, like maybe wooden valves and things like that. You could play a pyramid like an instrument. And they believe, that's a theory, that because they're all over the planet, that if you played all of the pyramids at the same time, you could like immediately bring, like, it brings the frequency, it brings the resonance of the entire planet up. It's like there's a lot of lost sort of, you know, in certain practices, meditative practices, I don't know, there's something here that's been lost in time. But, you know, it's kind of funny because Aquarius is a very futuristic energy to me. And maybe that's why, like, you're blown away from the past. Maybe it's not so much the knowledge of how it is done, but the knowledge that it can be done. Because it's not necessarily meant to be done the same way it was before. It's just knowing that if it can be done, we can do it again. I mean, we got speakers and stuff. Can't we do that all over the... We don't need giant pyramids now. Shouldn't we be able to, like, just produce a beautiful frequency at a resonance that supports life and health? Give it a little blast every couple of months. Just for a few seconds. It happens. It's not like we're not blasting the earth with shitty sounds now. Could it be much worse? The Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. The Seven of Swords. What is this? Things that have been stolen from man. What are you going to do here? I feel like this is healing that's been stolen. This is information that's been stolen. And it's, yeah, it's not how to do it, but knowing that it can be done. The Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. The Starman, the Magician. Because it, okay, right? Well, it's to create. It is to create, but you can't do it from the past. Of course, the past is the past. If it's just as an example, like, you know, if we wanted to toot the pyramids, poop, do a little toot with the pyramids all over the planet, that frequency was relevant to, you know, thousands of years ago. This is a very different time now. So it's not recreating that frequency, but it's knowing that frequencies exist that you can use to make change. You're materializing yourself somehow here. Look at this. The Four of Swords and the Starman, which is the Magician. It's literally the same person. I mean, I think it's David Bowie. The Ten of Pentacles and Justice. Ten of Pentacles and Justice. The Six of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, good. It's all good. It's like, oh. It's like the baton being passed to you. But from the past. See that? It's like passing the baton of success to you. Well, you got the deep esoteric one. Oh, that's too many. Yeah, it keeps going and going and going and going. That's the way I'm shuffling it. Okay, we'll start with the Chariot. the Devil, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. I don't know. There could be some sort of intergenerational lies here. Intergenerational I don't know, like something that's rooted in family, with the Chariot to me like representing Cancer energy, and then the Ten of Cups. But the Devil, the High Priestess, that's the truth, the universal truth. Wow, I don't know. I just feel like, you know what, Aquarius? I feel like if you're Aquarian or you have prominent Aquarian placements, I just feel like in this lifetime, you know, sometimes you're doing some big shit, whether you know it or not. That's kind of the energy, right? It's moving it into that Aquarian age. I think we just have a couple more 100 years to go. It's really not, that's not that far. Especially, you know, generationally speaking, like 2 or 3 generations from now, they'll be there. Hey, I'm going to go do your extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at what is your new Starseed activation energy. So after this one, which is like, honestly, it's you making little tiny steps of progress here and really not even realizing like where it's taken you and how much protection is around you to do it. So I'm going to go see what your new Starseed activation energy is like kind of after this one. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.